Detroit. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Cardinals of San Diego taking on the Detroit Lions.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Harrison. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
San Diego, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, San Diego.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Open man is Higgins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 34. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Third and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Like 20.
I think a free play now for Goff. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Samuel. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 14 yards. And the Lions will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Cardinals nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. 25, touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there, 50 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up and now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's Goff. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Off the option, that's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now it's gone. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs from 4 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cardinals 7. To kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right?
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Beck. He's got a man. Complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell running it down behind the line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Second and 14. Looking to throw. Beck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Beck. Quick hitch, complete. It's Love. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try to maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Play action. It's gone. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Here's to Reporter, right side. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Down the right sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Pacheco, 66 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Cardinals 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Love. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Operating from the gun. Beck. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's good.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Beck. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
On fourth down, Beck. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Look to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Super 1, 14. 14. Hey, 76.
Back to throw, Goff. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball. And a fake here. Direct snap to the out man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Hey, nothing to see here. It's your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. It's Pacheco. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 37 yards. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Cardinals 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And all the way down to the 37. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 57 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the
now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Lions 31, Cardinals 13.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Cardinals 13. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Back. And this is going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Goff now looks to throw. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Goff going to shift him around. This out quickly to Williams. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jamison Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point laid down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
2nd and 10. Off-play action. Beck. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Turbo's up.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the left side, he finds Tesla. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac Tesla, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. Back to throw. Beck. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
A 49-yard gain.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But
touchdown, Cardinals. Jerron Jennings from a yard out. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are pouring it on. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Lions 59, Cardinals 20. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They turn to Love on the handoff. Fights through and now a crease. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Cardinals are able to claw one back.
His kick is good.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is caught by Laporta. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
27. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Kevin Duvernay on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 9 now. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of him, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. In motion goes the tight end. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down to the 29. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 28 yards. And the Cardinals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And now it's blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Extra point forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 73, Cardinals 33. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, couldn't make for a net for his partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake. Back. Delivering the comebacker. Wilson's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
19 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check, 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 check. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneers.
Looking to throw. Back. He's got a man. Complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete. Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Back. That's Bourne. Got it on the slant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 4. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Juwan Jennings, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up.
The onside kick recovered by the Lions.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. The 20. 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it. Because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Back. McBride on the slant. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Back to throw. Back. That is caught. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Short one here, caught by McBride. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Looking to throw. Beck. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.